All right, let's get right into it. I want you to picture a gold rush, but forget the old history book images of mud and chaos. This is happening right now, on your screen. We're talking about a huge, once-in-a-generation opportunity to build something amazing. And honestly, it's more accessible than any gold rush in history. And that quote just nails it, doesn't it? This isn't some science fiction movie set in the future. This is today. The tools you need for this new gold rush, well, they're already at your fingertips. The gold isn't buried in some remote mountain. It's right there on your laptop, ready and waiting for someone with a little bit of nerve to start digging. Now, this is the part that gets me really excited. We're talking about a truly level playing field here. You don't have to be a Silicon Valley insider or have a fancy degree. This is for the curious, for the creative, for the person looking for a side hustle. The barrier to entry has pretty much crumbled to dust. So the big question is, how do you get started? Well, just like any prospector, you need the right gear. But in this gold rush, your most important tool isn't something you can hold. It's your mindset, and right behind that, your methods. So let's get you equipped. This right here, this is your pickaxe. It's called prompt engineering, and it's basically the skill of having a good conversation with an AI. See, the quality of what you get out of an AI is 100% tied to the quality of what you put in. It's not magic. Learning to ask sharp, detailed questions is your first, and I mean most crucial step to turning AI into a real asset. And check this out. It's a perfect example. On the left, that lazy prompt, that gets you something bland and useless. But look at the right, the sharp prompt, that's a recipe for success. It gives context, a tone, a specific length, a clear goal. One is totally worthless, and the other is a piece of marketing copy you can actually sell. That detail, that's where the money is. So, with that core skill in your back pocket, here are the first 3 ground rules. First, you've got to find your niche. Don't try to sell to everybody. Solve a specific problem for a specific group of people. Second, get your tools. You can literally start for free with things that are already out there. And third, and this is a big one, respect the rules. This isn't the Wild West. Understanding the basics of copyright and privacy will keep your new ventures safe and sustainable for the long haul. Okay, now that we're all geared up, it's time to explore the territory. The source material for this explainer maps out tons of opportunities, but they really boil down to 3 main categories. 3 rich veins of gold that people are tapping into for profit as we speak. So this first vein, this one's for the creators, the makers, the storytellers out there. This is all about building something of value just once, like an ebook or a guide, and then selling it over and over and over again. It's the classic work once, profit forever model. And I mean, just look at what people are already doing. They're co-writing entire books on super niche topics with AI and then self-publishing them. They're creating personalized kid stories where your child is the hero, designing one-of-a-kind greeting cards, and even writing dialogue for video games. The creative potential here is just, wow. It's huge. Now, the second vein of gold is for the problem solvers, the consultants, anyone who loves helping other people win. This path is all about using AI to put your existing skills on steroids, letting you offer high-demand services to businesses and work way faster than you ever could before. So what does that actually look like? Well, imagine running a super efficient copywriting agency or creating a whole month's worth of social media content for a brand in just a few hours. Or maybe you're ghostwriting articles for executives who are just too busy. You could even be setting up simple chatbots for local businesses. AI basically becomes your super intern, freeing you up to focus on the big picture. And that brings us to the third and final vein. This one is for the system builders. This is about creating things like communities and platforms that generate recurring revenue. So it's less about one-off sales and more about building a sustainable business that brings in income month after month, often on autopilot. Think about it. Paid newsletters that deliver amazing value straight to an inbox. Exclusive membership sites. Little micro courses that teach one specific skill really, really well. You could even create a library of expert-level AI prompts and sell access to it with a subscription. This is where you go from just being a creator to being the owner of a real system. So we've seen the map, right? We've identified the different veins of gold. The inspiration is there, but here comes the most important part of all. You actually have to pick up the shovel and start digging. All this information is completely useless without action. And this, right here, is the absolute truth. You don't need some perfect, flawless business plan. You don't need to wait until you're an expert. The people who are winning right now are the ones who just took that first small, messy, imperfect step. They tried something, they learned from it, and they kept going. And look, if you need a roadmap, here it is. The source material lays out this really clear 90-day plan. Spend your first month just playing around, learning the tools, and finding your little corner of the market. In the second month, build and launch your first offer, no matter how small it is. And in the third month, you focus on making it better, growing it, and automating it. It's a real tangible path from idea to income. So when you boil it all down, it comes to this. This AI gold rush isn't some trend that's on the horizon. It's here. It's happening right now. The tools are ready, the opportunities are real, and the cost to get started is practically zero. The only question mark left in the whole equation is you. Every good prospector needs a map, right? You need one that doesn't just show you where the gold is, but tells you how to get it, what tools you'll need, and which traps to avoid along the way. And that is exactly what this book provides. So if you want the complete map with all 101 methods and the detailed step-by-step blueprints, you can find them in Cash Machine: 101 Ways to Profit from AI Today by George Stansted. And hey, keep an ear out for the audiobook. It's coming soon to Audible, and it's narrated by Tom Brooks.